Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Frozen, and today we're back with some more SpellRogue, and I am trying to do an Azar run with Descent 9, and things are not going my way at the moment. I think we're just going to force stuff to go back to the standard, like, best build idea. Actually, no, I'll probably go for the cloak this time, just because it is really good still as well. And we're going to try and figure out what we can do. It's disappointing, but I tried other builds and stuff, and that's actually really good. Dark Arts is a pretty good pickup, to be honest. To the point I will pick that up. Like, it's actually pretty good, right? But yeah, we're going to try and do something to get wins, pretty much, is the main plan, right? Because I am kind of struggling. Hilariously enough, I think I either I take 5 or I take like less and then more next turn. And the thing is like, yeah. You have such awkward health totals to this one spell, it's so annoying. Nice. Indeed. It is actually better for me to kill one of you guys off, so I'll kill that one off. And then try and defend later. But yeah, we're going to try and make a build up that will do interesting things, right? At least that's what I would like to do. That's kind of good defense. This is also pretty good defense. I'll pick that up because it also rolls extra die, which means we get better countdown stuff if it does, and all that good jazz. I think we take the extra fights and then maybe try and go for this shop into the elite, in my opinion, because it got a relic on the way as well, or an artifact. I keep calling them relics, I don't know why. My brain is just obsessed with the, like, that particular way of doing it. So here, Rupture doesn't give them more power. Nice to know. Nice to know. The main thing I want to do is set it up so I can almost kill them in like 2 shots. So that's like 16, which could theoretically do it, but I need to cast this once more if I'm going to do that. So I'll defend once more. Again. I think we'll guarantee the kill with this. Okay, now we should have it. Now we should have it. At least I wanted to say now we should have it, but we really don't either. I'm just like, come on, give me enough die to be able to do the thing I wanted to be able to do, but it's really not letting me. There we go, cool. Instant cast. Now you've just gone. I just didn't want to take too much damage. I probably ended up taking more damage by trying to delay it anyway. My brain just doesn't want to work like that. Focused heat, interesting. Pretty good, actually. I kind of like the idea of it, if I can get it to work, which we should be able to with this. Getting this to reduce down to 3 is pretty easy as well, but we'll worry about that later. Focused heat in for extra setup. See what relic we get. Enemy death gain block, every 2 times losing health. Start battle +1 charge, no. Roll all those. Every 3 countdown spells is pretty good, actually. I will take that. Into the shop. I know I rolled and I probably didn't need to, but I was like, I might as well at this point. Glimpse of the Void. Extra die or extra die. I probably shouldn't say no if I could get it, but I can't. So, take that potion. I can't buy that one anyway, so. Do we gain the critical? Do we go for the critical? I think no. We got dark arts for scaling and stuff. We should be fine. Like, the upgrade to dark arts is super good, regardless of which way I go with it, so. And because we're going to keep stacking it. I think it's just a lot better to use the potion here, because that's a good idea. Do that and that. Put that in there, we can roll. Don't know where I got the extra charge from. Oh, this. My brain sometimes, man. Okay, we're trying to defend, so use that first. Do that. Put the focus heat on you. Do it again. We're playing lots of status effects as well, so I think we should watch out for that. Right? I literally stopped this thing from attacking. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm just like, I kind of want well, I'm giving them power. I don't know why I'm doing it either, but should probably set this up. It's slightly easier to cast, maybe. Probably not defending this turn. Tidy. A clean fight. Ooh. Ooh, indeed. Chaos bolts, though. That is so good with dark arts and what we're setting up with. This is kind of nice, and I do like the idea of it as well. Because, like, I get this, and I can apply even more rupture and everything else, but that's to everything. But chaos bolts is kind of cool, in a way. Change this so I can actually, like, cast it consistently. I think we still got a hotspot, though, because of multiple enemies make it very awkward. I think that's the only problem with it, really. Okay, what are we doing here, then? A 1. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Hello? I would say try and go for the same there, but I can't actually do it, which is very disappointing. So I just reset the dark arts up for later fun. Instantly trigger that to kill that off. And then, yeah. As I would say, they see me roll in. Get rid of the broken on that, so we can actually move defend this turn. Indeed. It's annoying that the faded landed on that, because I'm like, well, what do I do about it? You know? Because there is nothing I can really do. I'm gonna set this up for, like, the defense for next turn. Like, just in case. So I have a feeling that I won't be able to kill it, but play weak, that's good enough. I guess this weakness with the superheat is actually pretty good. And like, as long as this does damage, it's still fine as such. No, nothing there that's kind of interesting. That kind of is and isn't. Right? Inferno seems pretty cool, but I'd rather if I get like anything, like put anything in there to get the attack off. Applying Hemorrhage that way would seem interesting, but Dark Arts is enough as it is. Let's just go with this. Give me a random spell, let's see what we get. Next cast, kind of cool. Ashen Plating. Doesn't really work with the builds. It's a little bit too expensive, although the cost reduction could be pretty good late game. Like once you're set up and stuff, but I think we need early game stuff, so maybe Suspension is the way? This does like 2 things on single target enemies. But no, I've already got better stuff than that. Fickle Barrier, I do like Fickle Barrier. Sun Shield. Ooh, no. Change it out for the Charcoal Dagger. I'll disenchant to make sure. It's not a countdown, which is kind of like a bad choice in my opinion, but I think it's still pretty good because I can put 1s and stuff in there as well and just cast it for as low cost as possible. Which is kind of like the whole point of it anyway. And I can kind of force odds with this, so like I'm not kind of locked into that. Like I have to take an odds issue either, right? So now here I can just go like and chip away at it. And force like certain things to happen. A 1. A 3. Guess we use that to stop you doing damage to me. I would just get Dark Arts on this once more, like it's done. Well, well, well. Good old Dark Arts. Never thought I'd pick you up again and use you in this particular way. Conflagration. That is actually pretty useful. I can kind of force 3s as well. Just double check what we got on here. Odd turns, roll an extra die. Ooh, die direction. Crooked die for the 1, guaranteed, which actually works out for the build. Or the odd turns, roll an extra die. I think receiving the curse is fine. -1 to all spells. I don't really have a lot of countdown spells, really, except for this and this. Though it seems good. The multi-hit is nice. I probably like the multi-hit more times. Right? Because then it applies what I'm doing better than what the charcoal does currently. Charcoal dagger. And the extra charge in this could be pretty useful. I'm actually going to reroll here. I think this is great, but I think I can get something better. It's not quite better, but it's more interesting. Like a way to gain the Banefire at least does the extra damage to the front enemy if I do hit it, so. I can take full regen, that is fine. Symptoms of X die seems... Actually, I'm going to reroll these. They're all terrible. For every tile entered, start battles with resets when entering Sanctuary. Ooh. Is a plus... Enemies have +5 per upgraded spell. That's absolutely fine. I'll take that. Emberstorm. Nah. Let's do that. Should kill him before it makes an issue. And early shot? Nah, we already got 2 shots. Let's go this way. Indeed. So, like, the guaranteed 1 just means that, like, I can just do this immediately. So it's kind of like it's why it's better. Now, the real question is can I kill one of these guys off quickly enough? Maybe. Just had a feeling that would land there. I love how that kicks in so quickly. It's hilarious. Like in a one-on-one fight, I'm probably in a better position. Anything else though, and I'm not, so... The cool thing is, every time I apply Dark Arts, I just do more and more damage. So I don't actually need anything that's going to deal more, in a way. Like, none of these are really worth it, although I will pick that up because it sells some more, and we'll go from there. That, and that. We're going to apply the weakness. Apply it to a 1 as well, and do it again. Yeah, I guess we hit them for 1. Dark Arts triggers, do it again. That's for 3, we get another 3 back. Do that as well, get another 3, then hit. Yeah, this is a fun build. This is a fun build. I'm enjoying myself. Not really talking much, but yeah, I don't need like inner rage. Suspension is kind of interesting. I'll pick it up, so we'll go with that into the event. What do I really want? I guess something like defensive that allows you to roll stuff. Water normally has the best one. Overchill is interesting for the power gain. Plus that adjacent spell effect. Extra die in power gain could be pretty cool if I have 6s. Like per turn and stuff. Like we have to get the upgrade. That holds a die consistently, which will reduce countdown effects in one of these two. Which if I take this out for a defensive spell... I think we take the Crystalline Azar here. Suspension is pointless. Because that kind of fits into my playstyle. Right? And then we go to this shop. See what we can get. Edge of Insanity is interesting. Minus X. Flamestorm. It's really, really good, but no. Guess to hit random artifact. Every 3 attack spells gain 6 block. Every second turn, split a random die. It's still extra stuff, so yeah. Scorched Assault I think is terrible for this build. Inferno I think now is not worth it. Same with Chaos Bolt as well actually, because it's just very awkward to cast. And is Flame Surge something I want? Kind of. Like, for me it's more about the defense than it is anything else. But it also gives some side bonus, though I don't like the critical. None of this really fits the build either on here, though. Like, Meteor doesn't. I think we'll pick up this potion just so we actually have it. And then we'll try this elite fight. Ah. The bad elite fight, I see. Indeed. Well... think my first course of action should be to get as much value as I can. So the issue I think for me is the weakness, right? That's so good. The spit on that was brilliant. We put the 3 in here then instead. We reduce you. And do it again. In the defense. Do that because it's more damage reduction. And get that. We're going to take 1. My poor Dark Arts. Put 2 in there. I'm sorry, it's just kind of funny on just like how much how much damage Dark Arts actually does. It's just plain ridiculous, right? The DPS output. It's not like I'm doing like that much damage anyway. I'm just slowly chipping away. Like, weakness will ruin this build, like, completely. Like, any form of weakness. Fickle Barrier with the upgrade. Ooh. That's really good. There's such good defense. Put this in. Crystalline Azar comes in as well, because I think that's the best for this build. And if I get a 4 in there, these always trigger. Let's see if we can get any other spells. Anything interesting we can pick up. Demean is fine, I guess, because it sells for quite well. To the mock battle. Other than upgrading stuff, I think we've got like a pretty good setup. I think the only issue I really have is triggering stuff consistently. That goes straight in there this time. That goes there. That 2 does. So you remove all this damage. We'll do it again. That means it's pretty much all gone. Get a Fickle Barrier up, so that's also pretty good. Do it again. Remove your damage pretty much. And then the full Fickle Barrier. We're going to try and kill you off. I think that's a good idea too. Again, we're just going to stop you from dealing any damage whatsoever. Put you in there to trigger consistently. I have a problem. I want to cast this, but I can't do anything else. I'm going to use a potion here. Just because I know I'm going to like deal a lot of damage to myself. Come on, really. Otherwise, right? First one goes there, that's fine. That 4 always goes back in there, because it's just brilliant value, to be honest. And that gets triggered on that one. Check the 1 at that. Apply weakness. Keep rolling. Apply weakness. Yeah, because there's 2 spells that just instantly cast both of those every single turn. So like, I don't even need to worry about anything else other than dealing damage, really, if I wanted to. Making sure I have odds to actually attack. Random spell I pick up was just 1 kill heal. Well, it is pretty good. I'm just gonna take the 4 health here. Like, I generally think the 4 health is better than any random spell I can get. If I could choose a specific spell, then maybe slightly differently, but, yeah. Oh yeah, you're just gonna do no damage now, that's fine. And then I guess we'll, roll that first. We get a 3, so... Dark Arts you, Dark Arts you. I think we're done for defending, and then just deal some damage. And let's let the Crystalline Azar do its thing. Every turn, we're just gonna set that up. We're gonna apply some weakness to things. We're gonna roll lots of minor die. And then we're gonna do some chip damage. I'm thinking like I should never have killed that, because I could have gone for a really cool build and just gone for the back end, but I don't have the defense to keep that going, so I'm like, this is just a better choice. I'm gonna try and kill this guy off instead this time. Oh, I cast twice. Interesting. You're doing the most, I guess? No, I gotta take these guys out. They're doing weakness. I can't deal with weakness. Ball goes back in there. Because like at the moment they put weakness on me, I suddenly can't deal damage anymore. Ooh, 2. I can actually use this potion because we don't really get anything else that applies it to me, so yeah. But yeah, the guy that deals weakness has got to go. Then maybe we'll kill that one off after. That was very disappointing. Is it there's a 32 now? Yeah, that guy's got the most damage output. Roll that in there, roll that in there, roll that in there. Like, I think I'm in a good spot, right? Not enough charges on this. It's got apply weakness as well, which means this doesn't do any damage unless it got a high enough number. Weakness ruins this build completely. Anyway, what can we get? Chaotic Moment, Sap Life Force, all kind of cool, but again, I think we just do that. Wild's Blade Orb. It's the random enemy bit that's really annoying, right? Heat Stroke, though, could be interesting. Or just rolling extra die. I mean, I'll pick that up. It's worth selling anyway. What do we want? Plussing. They gain power. I get to roll die every turn. Currently, we roll a turn anyway, and then I think plussing on odd turns is still pretty good. I mean, that does even turns anyway, so yeah. And we should get basically an extra die anyway. Just with the bonus and maybe turn that one into something else. Lose that. Doesn't seem great. I want that. Bleed out. Enemies keeping block is fine. I should be able to punch through that anyway. That could hurt me long term. If I'm only doing like 1 damage anyway, I think it's fine. I can't get the one I want. I'm gonna reroll these. Reducing his attack by 6 is terrible for this build. I guess that's fine on a defense spell, because I don't really cast them very much except the start of the turn. And just give me a potion. Cool. Early shot, and then like go this way for the 2 elites. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Or we didn't even to go that fight either. Anything in the shop that's worthwhile? Can random enemy. No, just going for the artifact, which gives me the deplete thing on a 6 for 3 damage to all. Receive sap, gain power. I think the 3 damage to all with sap would seem fine, but I'm gonna roll those. Getting better. On a wound spent applied to rupture. 10th spell deemed damage also applies daze to targets. Every second one is re-rolled. Nah, take the Hand of Justice. I think that's pretty good for this build. Anything else we want to pick up here? I already got good potions. That's probably... no. No, I think we got good potions as well. Yeah. We leave, go to the event. Battery Rune. Use Flame Surge to gain a void spell. Flame Surge. Yeah. Now. We got Dark Arts. Is it worth getting rid of something here? Strange Presence is pretty cool because it does roll a die, which is technically better than the Fickle Barrier, but I can't really take good advantage of it. The Duplication seems interesting, but don't care. I think I'm going to reroll these. That could be really good as a build idea. Does any of those fit with what we're trying to do? Inscribe, maybe, because we get this and this down to like 1, but then it's just like, what's it do by itself? This does roll extra die, which could be pretty interesting, but again, I don't really need to do that. I just need like ways to defend. Which Power Nexus does kind of give, but it's like late scaling if we're doing it. Like I have to use it every turn and somehow gain the power that way, the defense that way. Guess it is the only one that's worthwhile. Could go to the shop, but I think that's completely pointless. Go into the Sanctuary. So you can get a better spell. Nothing here. Take the fire then. Ooh, the Depleting Presence guy. How will this go? I'm going to turn one of these into a 4, just so I can use it to go into there. Cool. Apply it twice, and then... throw as much as we can at him. Should not gain defense there, actually. That was my bad. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out, like, what do I need to, do to make sure I can stop, like, half the stuff from actually doing damage to me. I'm actually just going to use this potion. I think it's worth it here. That actually... that was annoying. Oof. I forgot, because it does it to 2 random, it didn't hit them on the same one on the random. That Cinder Swipe, interesting. I want like something that gives me like lots of stuff on there. But Soulstone's worth selling, so... Now, do we change this, or do we change that for the extra? No. Anything, or extra spell? Anything? No, it does it without the extra effect. Rolling a random die, or healing on the Fickle Barrier. I think the healing is actually pretty good. Could increase the stuff on there, or get the extra charge from this. Apply to the front enemy if we've got a 5 in there. No, take the healing. Some free healing seems great. Lose 2 spells, gain artifact, lose some weave cloak, gain a rune, or take damage to gain a shard. Damage to gain a shard? But then it's like, what am I upgrading? That's already got upgraded. Guess that gets more damage, more armor. That's already upgraded. This probably go to a countdown, which just make it easier to cast. Would mean that this needs upgrading as well if we do that, so... yeah, I guess. Hit the damage and deal with the consequences. So then we just do this for the extra now. So we can always cast Focus Heat repeatedly once we get the next upgrade for it. Seems weird, but I think it is like the best choice if we're going to cast stuff on repeat consistently. So I can do this to gain the 4 immediately, put that in there. Also 1, so we can do that, we heal up a little bit. Small mana healing. I'm gonna cast this potion just so I can apply that to get the amount reduction down. Could apply the rupture twice, to be honest, but. I think this is more of the better way to go. I take a lot, but actually doing this gives me a lot more health immediately. Get health from that, and then I guess the same with this, because technically it only gets 2, while I still save 1. No, I don't know, it was 3. Maybe my math was wrong. No idea. This is not great. Is it because it does 3 damage rather than... yeah, I guess that's why, because I shouldn't have gone for those then. Huh? Oh. Brain malfunction. Man, this is a more difficult fight than I wanted it to be. Actually, no, we can gain healing, then attack, and we're good. That was a more difficult fight than I wanted it to, all because of where the defense was going and stuff. Man, that was really harsh. Guess take that. Or doing anything with Soulstone. Upgrading that would be pretty good, but just doing this now will mean this triggers off this as well with the 3. So, yeah, maybe the Fury gain on defense spell was the wrong one to pick up, because it applies 3 Fury. Oh, and this fight. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What will I ever do now? Good thing that doesn't actually attack, so that's kind of cool. Get the Dark Arts up to this level is actually pretty good, so I'm going to cast on this. I'm going to cast on there again. Do the weakness on that one. Try and generate a bunch of 1s. Put this 4 back in there. Oh, it's just on the attack. Is that how Rupture works? It's just plus 19 damage in general, so it doesn't matter what I do with this, it's always going to receive that. How does this work then? It doubles it. Cool. That is nice to know. These are the things I like to find out. Okay, so you're my next target now. That actually triggers by itself, it's so good now. So that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. We're above half HP now, so that does nothing. Apply the days, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, the Hand of Justice. The Hand of Justice. Like, once this is set up, we've got no issues, right? Brimstone is pretty good at giving immediate defense. That's hilarious that Combustion has got the auto casting on it. Let's roll though, see what else we get. Hemophage. Unrestorable, interesting. Artery is kind of interesting as well, but yeah, this is also pretty good if I could cast it repeatedly. But I guess Extractor's gone then for now. I guess I'll pick that up just to see how it works. I guess a form of healing is better than none, and then we're going to try and beat this guy. So, any of this does any of this want to go in? This is awkward to cast. We ain't getting rid of that. Power Nexus, although it's good scaling, defense gain is a bit of a nightmare now with the stuff. Demean is kind of cool because it gives me a good amount of thing, but then I got to deal with the wound die that comes immediately after it. But is it? I think it's. Oh, but yeah. I just think, is it better than Infused Shields, to be honest, in the way that it functions? I know I can scum to get that back, but I'm not that sort of person. If I'm an idiot, then I'm an idiot. We deal with the consequences of our actions here. So, the plan. Well, first of all, let's set up our 4 to go into the crystalline Azar, because that is always part of the plan. We're going to put that there, just so we can do some cool stuff with it later. 2s technically can just go in here now to help out with making sure I don't take damage situation. The 3 goes there to set the Dark Arts up. I guess we do the same thing with the 2 again here. We put the 5 in there to get the roll. The 4 goes in there again to scale the Dark Arts. And I put the weakness on that thing. And start chipping away. Ooh, first kill. Could have gone for that one then. And then I take damage because I didn't actually defend anything. Hallelujah. So we're going to attack this one. Weakness goes on you. That 4 goes there. Then we're going to make sure that these become odds. So again, apply the Dark Arts to that guy. We do small chip damage, because they can't actually do normal damage. Now, 8 would give me 6, so it is actually worth doing this. To get healing out of it. And then we can stop the guy doing damage. Cool. An interesting way to deal with the hands here, folks. So we're going to be attacking you. I'm going to stop you doing damage. Put you in there. That 3 we're targeting you with. And then we just got to make sure that we stay alive. But yeah, I do agree that the healing is actually pretty useful. Damage. And Dark Arts pretty much is set up now, so I basically just one-shot each of these. Or 2-shot them. Apply weakness to you. The 4 goes in there. This 3 goes here. That's a kill. Doesn't actually block anything, so... survive. All because they all attacked at the same time. That's the only reason that I kind of got hurt there. So first of all, that one deals damage to that thing. So that's gonna be a 3. I think we just do that and allow that to happen. Just so I can get some healing done. I can do one more attack, so another 2 there would be pretty good. So we can kill that off. And then this gives me, again, some healing. So that goes there. That goes on that guy. I'm really having to think about like what I'm doing with the moves and everything else. One and 2. And 2. Now I gotta try and get enough armor to save me, or reduce its attack enough to not be an issue. Well, double dark arts that thing, so we just got one shot you. There you go. Now, can I get enough defense? I should be able to. And hopefully nothing lands on that thing. Of course the Fury lands there. And we still defend against it anyway, but the main thing I wanted to get was the healing. I guess we'll slowly just chip away. I think this should be a win. Like, with the amount of damage I can put on this guy now, 4 hits should pretty much win me the game, I think. Do I go for it now, though, is a question? So, like, I get, like, 80-something times 4 is not enough. 90-something times 4 is 36, still not enough damage. So I gotta figure out killing everything else and surviving, okay. Weakness you then. Put this there. Do that. This is probably one of the most difficult fights I've ever had to deal with, and I'm so happy now it's done. Yes, I understand that a chance I probably could have finished this whole run like ages ago if I was just smart enough, but I got a rupture build. How about that? Managed to get the win. Good old Dark Arts, I swear. This thing Like, without this, I couldn't have won that. And actually, Charcoal Dagger was kind of just good for targeting a specific thing to deal damage. Although it's nice to know that weakness doesn't actually affect Rupture. So I can probably think about that in the future as well, that as long as I apply enough Rupture, this actually works out even better than I thought it did. So yeah, I thought it diminished the damage immediately, but Rupture just increased the attack that it like the attack damage it receives, so they apply simultaneously in the damage calculations. Interesting. Interesting indeed. But yeah, that's all of them done to basically stage of Descent 9, I guess. So now I guess we're going on to the Descent Stage 10 and working our way up. I am kind of chuffed a bit. That's quite an accomplishment to do at least all of them once up to Descent 9. So that is actually... I'm pretty happy with that. But now we got to try and put my other big boy pants on and try some higher stages. So again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.